You are listening and watching to a very special podcast. Here we go again. Enjoy. The young man that was rescued by the name of Taylor Timmons was already cleaned and getting dressed. Ben watched him saying, "Well, you looked very more appealing, aren't you?" Ben said. Taylor gave him a glare. "Spare me the platitude. What are you after?" Ben somehow became firm and said, "Is this how you treat me? I'd rescue you and you dare disobey me?" he said. The young man sighed. "Sorry. I'm still quite bitter, but I'll be all right." "Thank you," he said. Ben just shrugged. "It was anything." "What's your name, my good man?" "Taylor. Taylor Timmons." "Taylor? Well, Taylor, you work for me now." Taylor learned of Ben's own experiments and decided to help him out. He was pretty good with his hands for a surgeon. It wasn't until Taylor could see the mood swings and the nightmares that he suffered. Taylor did not want his own new friend to be seen in such pain. However, Ben began speaking of someone by the name of Ophelia. How? Well, as Taylor was working, Ben was also doing something on his desk, writing some notes. He looked to his side and then he gasped in horror. He grabbed Taylor's shoulder and said, "Do you see her?" He said. "See who?" Taylor asked. "She's here. I thought I saw her." "No, it was just my imagination. It was nothing," Ben said. His hand was to his forehead. "I believe I'm going mad. Sorry." Taylor looked at him, concerned. "Are you sure you're okay? Maybe I can get you to a doctor or an ambulance." "No, I'm all right. I'm fine. I'm just seeing things." That's all. That's all there is. Anyway, I apologize. I didn't mean to worry you. You didn't, but I don't want you to be in this pain. I'm not in pain. It's memories. It haunts me. It's ridiculous. It's not ridiculous, but if you want me to help you, I will. Of course. I do want to ask a favor. Do you think you can help me? Taylor nodded with approval. "Yes, maybe it can. I've been working a lot, and I believe I managed to fix this." "Wonderful." Later, the two young men were in some underground place. "What is this?" Taylor said. "Well, I heard legends about this. They say these tunnels can lead into the depths of hell. But that sounds preposterous. Instead, I found something even more great. I haven't gone further, but I must say it's beautiful. But you have to be careful. You might get yourself lost here." Ben and Taylor made their way through the tunnels, and what they found in there was somewhat of a beautiful paradise. Overgrown with lush greens of trees and hills, it was so magnificent. "Do you realize how brilliant this is?" Taylor said. "Oh yes, I have an inkling. I wanted somebody else to see this, but I didn't want them to get too suspicious and tell anyone. You have to promise me you can't say anything to anyone about this. Taylor nodded. All right? Good. There was somewhat of a waterfall there. Wonderful, isn't it? Grand. However, Taylor looked at something that he could see only. What is that? He said. He could see something in the waterfall. You have good eyes. You see someone? What the hell? Ben said. He squinted his eyes and he could see it was a beautiful young girl, and she looked chained to the cliff right behind the waterfall. It's a girl? What the hell? Ben rushed over. Ben, wait! Hang on! What the hell? He went behind the waterfall. Soon he saw the girl chained. She looked unconscious, maybe dead. She had long hair that covered her breasts. She was, well, in the nude, but she looked like she had been battered, bruised, beaten, cut up for some reason. Ben took pity on the girl. He tugged at the chain. Surprisingly, the chain managed to undo and she managed to come off. Ben looked at the pretty girl, and so he carried her back. Taylor helped out as well. The pretty girl was just unconscious, but once they got back to the house on the seaside, of course, not just the house, but the lab, the girl was just lying there. She was somehow dressed in a white dress that exposed her shoulders a bit. She was looking around. She looked like somewhat pretty with innocent eyes, but when she spotted Ben and Taylor, all of a sudden, her behavior changed. She became from an innocent-looking young lady to somewhat of a deranged wild animal. She growled and grabbed Ben by the throat. She looked like she wanted to kill him, but Taylor managed to help. However, he was afraid of hurting her. I mean, the girl was covered in bruises and really beaten up. It wasn't until she could feel something, and she saw the leftover experiments there. Somehow it smelled pretty good to her. She smiled, and all of a sudden she lunged over at the broken pieces. She tore them apart and she ate them. Actually ate them right there. Ben and Taylor were startled. The girl gave them a death's glare and growled as to say, "Don't look." The two young men just looked away, startled. "It's alive," Taylor remarked. "Is that rather obvious?" I don't know what to say about all this. After sounds of scarfing and ravenous eating of the failed projects of corpses, the girl seemed full. It seemed all the body parts were gone, but the girl remained thin after all she consumed. Then she stood there like any young lady. Then she looked around and said, "Where am I?" "Ah, you can talk, can you not?" Ben said. "Yeah, I can. I'm sorry, but I was so hungry. Oh, man." She moaned. Are you two the one that rescued me?" the girl asked. "Yes. I do apologize. I didn't... No, I couldn't help myself. I was so hungry. I'll be okay. I promise. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to worry you." "You didn't worry me at all, dear lady." You know, you're quite an attractive one. What's your name? The girl thought for a moment. She put her finger to her chin and tried to think. My name? My name, she said. Then she was horrified. I don't know. What about your past life? I don't know about that either. I can't remember anything. No, this can't be. I have to remember. I have to remember. I have to remember. I have to remember. She was saying to herself. Ben felt bad. Easy, easy. Look at me. However, the girl was panicking, but Ben managed to clasp his two hands on the sides of her face and said, Look at me. Look at my eyes. The girl was just too panicking. Look at me. Calm down. The girl looked at him. It's going to be all right. You don't have to worry. I will give you a name for now. Until then, your name for now will be Isabel. Isabel? The girl said, Yes, Isabel. And if you like, I would like to call you Beauty. Beauty. I like that. Good. Isabel. And perhaps Beauty. Call me Beauty. I actually like that. Also, you need a last name. Well, since we found you in the underground tunnels, how about Underwood? Beauty Underwood. I believe that suits me quite well. Beauty said, Good. I don't know what was in that stuff of corpses, but I found corpses rather more tasty. The girl said, gulping, If you can get me more, I promise I'll tell you. I'll do anything to help you. Beauty said. Ben was delighted. Anything? He said. He had some sort of insidious look on his face. Yes, anything. Anything you want me of your heart's desire. I promise. The way she said it made Taylor blush a bit. He looked away. That's kind of you, he said. He had to control himself. Ben then began to notice. Don't tell me you're going to get all perverse. Come now, Taylor. She's a beautiful young lady. Her hair's lovely, her eyes. No need to get all blushing over this debauchery now, do we? But whatever you do, don't you dare try to lay a finger or anywhere else on your body upon her. She's ours now. Taylor nodded. So, we can keep her? We can keep her, Ben confirmed. That's when Beauty got a little snippy. I'm not a pet, you know. I know. But you're different from most girls. Just don't keep me hungry. I need more. I need more. And I'll give them to you. I promise. Taylor said. And he would not go back on his promise. His mother made promises and she never went back on those. So, he wouldn't. Well, is this getting interesting or what? Well, anyway, see you guys next time. I'm Catherine Donovan, your hostess. See you later.